Check out the video description for details. It's Wednesday, January 17th, and the show today we're going to talk about day trading tools, but some news came up and we're going to change that a little bit. So we'll talk about that in next episode, next week. Talk a little bit about some tools for day trading. We don't do a lot of day trading. We primarily do investing on the show, and the portfolios that we have here for the kids and for our own is more investing than trading. Uh, Buy, and we don't sell a lot. We just collect the dividends. So, quick update on our portfolio. It's doing well. We'll get more in depth in that next episode. The big news that's out today is Nintendo LABO, and this is blowing up the internet right now. With what this is, it's a new toy from Nintendo. I might as well change the screen to this in the background because I think this is just the beginning of Nintendo having a big run again. I'm a little upset. I didn't invest more in Nintendo. We actually just bought some stock today for the kids in GameStop, which I think is still a good move because this is the type of thing that's going to be sold in GameStop as everyone piles on to Nintendo the Switch and making the accessories, and this is also going to drive Switch sales huge. So let's take a step back. Let's look at GameStop and how it's doing, and I'll pull it up. Let's just go ahead and pull it up full screen here. So we can take a look at it. GameStop had a drop of about 10% the other day. You can see a big drop off here. I'll pull up the chart. You can see it. There's some, again, they had great same store sales. They had to take a little bit of a write off, but they were pretty conservative for the outlook, so they dropped right back down again. They were trading upwards of 20. We got it today around 17.55. Couple more shares for the kids, about $200 worth. We're going to change our monthly buy for the kids portfolio to about 300. This will be the last month that we do 200. I just had a little left over. It's actually a double buy this month because we started off with Microsoft. So that's what we've got. Is we bought some more shares of GameStop for them, and again, I think it's going to be a good move because of the strong Nintendo Switch and what they're coming out with. So the headlines are all about Nintendo LABO. They had a surprise announcement today. They just had a direct recently where they talked about a lot of games that they're remasters that are coming out, Dark Souls, things like that. But this one threw everyone for a loop. The LABO that they've got here, I'll put a link in the video description to their website. Basically, you are playing with cardboard, folding it up, and using it as an accessory and as a toy with your Nintendo Switch. So your kids can build robots, a piano, things like that, and the Switch functions with it. It's kind of ingenious. I'll put the article, I'll put a link to the articles on Nintendo Life, especially as they got some in-depth look, and a lot of reporters are starting to get some hands-on with this. And it's pretty incredible and pretty ingenious how it works with like the little camera that's in the Nintendo controller itself. One of the cameras has a little infrared beam that it checks out, so that's how the piano works. Obviously, its tilt controls and things work with some of the other items, but this is pretty ridiculous. I don't know if this is going to be a big seller. Honestly, at $70 a pop, it's pretty expensive, and let me tell you, the price of cardboard is fairly cheap, so they have one heck of a markup on it. So at a steep discount, they'll be making money off of this thing. But it's not so much this that I'm excited about that wants me to buy more Nintendo stock, more GameStop stock. It's right now Lego, Hasbro, and everyone else is looking at this as an opportunity to buy basically toys that you can use the Switch with to interact with. So you're going to see a lot of clones and a lot of people piling on this. And That's fine by me. They'll make money. Nintendo will make a lot of money, and GameStop will make money. So I'm back to a little upset. I didn't buy more Nintendo stock. It's up almost 100% since we've bought it, and it's still a buy in my opinion. They have so many things going for them. The only thing I don't like is their dividend yield is 1%. A lot of other dividends out there that are a little bit higher. The kids' portfolio is averaging about 3% or more, and that's about where we like to keep it at. But I don't, I can't pass up Nintendo stock. Probably buy some for my portfolio and their portfolio. The big thing with Nintendo is their balance sheet, 8 billion that they're sitting on, and they have 300 million in free cash flow. So they have got a ton of cash. They've got a ton of things going for them. Theme park is coming up. Movies are coming up. Accessories with the Switch are going to be coming out. And then their games that they're rolling out for the iPhone. So I think Nintendo is in a great position. They're in a unique position. You're going to get the most powerful consoles from Sony and Microsoft, and then you want to use Activision as your investment to bank on those in esports. I like Microsoft a little bit better than Sony, but then Nintendo is in a category of its own, and I think they're going to continue to be strong. So we like Nintendo as a buy. Get them. GameStop, again, we've been on that bandwagon for quite a long time. GameStop and Nintendo, I think these accessories, specifically if things like this keep rolling out from other people, they're going to be sold in places like GameStop, Best Buy, Walmart. And then the Switch itself is going to continue to drive sales. They keep raising what their forecast is for what the sales are going to be, and it's on pace to be a Wii, and a lot of people didn't think it would get to the level of a Wii. If it does get to the level of a Wii, expect Nintendo stock to keep going up and up and up. So we think it's a buy. That's Nintendo's news. Next show, we'll try and get a little bit on trading, give you some tips and pointers on that. Even though we say avoid it, just buy and hold, buy good companies that are going to be around a long time and collect the dividends. So that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Get the latest investing news for gamers, and we will see you next show.